It's amazing how love, care, and compassion can turn the lives of these furry friends around. Prepare to be amazed as we're going to show you 5 shocking before and after transformation of rescue dogs. Number 5. Stuben. Before his transformation, Stuben was dumped on the side of the road in a crate by his previous owner. Care's Rescue in Brooksville, Florida, scooped him up and removed all that dirty fur. Under the mats, they found a playful Cocker Spaniel who adores toys and attention. Stuben's impressive comeback story won the rescue a $1,000 grant. Stuben was taken to a kill shelter after being dumped in a crate on the side of the road with a cataract in one of his eyes. After being passed up for adoption, Cares took him in and fixed him up for his forever home. Now he goes to sleep every night on a soft bed thanks to his loving family. Number 4. A wink from the Rainbow Bridge. Angus is a Cocker Spaniel, but his before picture resembles a walking blob of matted hair and dirt to the naked eye. He was found in deplorable condition roaming the streets in southern Indiana. When a county shelter took him in, they shaved 7 pounds of fur from his 19-pound body. When rescue volunteer and dog mom Celia Campbell lost her first dog, Sam, she decided on 2 things: to love another dog and to make sure that dog was a rescue. Celia took one look at Angus on Pet Finder and welcomed him home in October 2016. No one knew what Angus looked like under pounds of matting and dirt. I went to PetSmart, where his rescue group was set up, Campbell says. I really was just looking to meet him, and I had no intentions to actually adopting him. As soon as I sat down, Angus crawled into my lap and gave me kisses. I melted, and the rest is history. She says her broken heart was ready for another dog. She finds it to be destiny that she found Angus's listing on the 6-month anniversary of Sam's death. Instantly, joy staked a claim in the Campbell household thanks to Angus. Assumed to be around 4 years old, the relationship bloomed like flowers, peeking from an abandoned field. Angus was not potty trained, chewed items and ran off with anything and everything, including boxes and mops. His mom worked through it all. Campbell took him on long, several-mile walks each day, and the duo formed a fast bond. Angus's mom volunteers for dog rescue groups like Rockstar Cocker so she can continue to pay it forward. Angus is thriving and recently moved to Canada with his pack. Now he shares life with a fellow rescue dog, Ralphie, whom Celia adopted a few years later. She says people should never judge a book by its cover. It breaks her heart to think of dogs as throwaways because of their age, appearance, or physical issues. Number 3. The Tale of 2 Tobys. Truth be told, I hated dogs almost my entire life, admits David Nihawin of Kailua, Hawaii. When I was 5 years old, a dog bit my behind, and the kids at soccer practice made fun of me. Nihawin's loathing of dogs was born at that moment. For 27 of his 32 years, he stayed away from dogs big and small. As the fates would have it, he fell in love with a woman who loved dogs. His partner found Toby number 1, a Yorkie Dachshund mix on Pet Finder, and the pooch became a permanent member of the family. Toby was sad and looking for a forever home in his before photo. Some people found him in a dumpster in the middle of winter with no food or water, he explained. After a few years of having a permanently broken tail, the veterinarian took an x-ray and discovered he had pellet shots in his side. A human monster shot pellets in the diminutive pooch, which explains his pre-David behavior of being nervous and afraid. Toby number 1 knew exactly how to convert his new dad to #teen dog. He went belly up in the car, thus wrapping his little paws around David's now dog-loving heart. Toby has been to 28 states, lived in several, and visited 2 countries. From dumpster to Devo dog, Toby wears a denim jacket that says Judas Pooch on it, when not sporting any of his other rock star dog apparel. These days, he's ball-obsessed, cantankerous, cute, and a roadie to his dad's band, the Tobys. After begging for food, Toby falls asleep next to the drum set at their gigs. Not wanting Toby number 1 to live a solo life, David called the shelter The Nest in Indiana, where he first encountered Toby number 1. The volunteer advised him to come to the shelter to see which dog was drawn to him most. I got there, sat down, and a dog jumped on my lap and licked my face, he recalls. I asked his name, and of course it was Toby. At the tender age of 9, his dad says he was the walk of the beach and picking flowers and shells type of dog. Unlike Toby number 1, he was more of a ride a motorcycle and cuss kind of dog. Toby number 2 was relaxed and laid back. The hands of time passed, as they always do, and Toby number 2 passed gently into the night at the ripe age of 19. His dad recalls holding him in the sun, thanking him for everything, and telling him to meet lots of hiking friends in heaven before Toby number 2 passed in his arms. I truly felt alive in his passing, and felt his spirit leave a little for me, he remembers. David wants people to give a rescue dog a wonderful life. His mantra is simple: be there for them, no matter how hard it hurts. Number 2, Blueberry. An injured pit bull curled up in a blueberry field has a brand new life after being unexpectedly spotted by an animal rescuer. Sheena Novotny, manager of the Raps Cat Sanctuary and Adoption Center, was on her way to work when she spotted the dog on the side of the highway in a blueberry field. At first, Sheena didn't know if what she had seen was a dog or a black garbage bag, but when she got closer, she clearly saw it was a pit bull. But the dog wasn't reacting to her voice, and her heart sank. But the dog lifted her head and gave her a forlorn expression. Sheena said everything in her face was calling out for help. The moment the dog stood up, Sheena could see why the dog looked in pain. Her rear leg was broken. The dog was scared and ran away limping, and Sheena chased after her. Fortunately, Sheena caught up with the dog and managed to get her on a leash. Sheena spoke calmly to the dog, and after 40 minutes was able to get her back to her vehicle. She named the dog Blueberry and called ahead to Raps and told them they were about to get a new medical case. Sheena took Blueberry home after she was examined by the vet, and no microchip was found. Shortly after that, Blueberry went into surgery for her leg, and Sheena began to foster her. Blueberry made her 3-month rehabilitation really easy for Sheena because she was such a sweet and silly dog. After her rehabilitation, Blueberry was reintroduced to Sheena's pack and instantly made friends. Sheena's cat right away went up to Blueberry and gave her cuddles. It didn't take long for Sheena to realize that she had a foster fail, or rather a super loving dog, joining her family. Number 1, Lincoln. Lincoln, another CARES rescue, was homeless, hungry, and infested with fleas and ticks before he was adopted into his forever home. He's found happiness in a daily routine of chasing squirrels, getting belly rubs, and snack time at his grandma and grandpa's house. He also can't get enough of his fave Christmas gift, a dog toy named Birdie. Do share with us if you know any such heart-melting stories of transformation. Please subscribe to Amazing Dogs. Thanks for watching.